Welcome everybody to Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove for tonight's Ontario Premier League 1 men's matchup between the visiting St. Catharines Roma and your Woodbridge Strikers. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge, and it's a pleasure to bring this live commentary here on a Sunday evening where the visitors have an early opportunity. Clark has to come to claim. He does with his legs coming down. It is an early opportunity for St. Catharines to strike. The Roma fans are here with the red smoke bombs and in full effect on a Woodbridge Sunday evening. Here comes the Strikers now. Their turn to try to get going. First minute into the game, and it's a early opportunity already for the Roma, for St. Catharines Roma. St. Catharines starting 11 as follows. Number 1, goalkeeper Taylor Misklotzi. Number 2, Neba McDonald. Number 3, Tommy Salako. Number 4, Ethan Misklotzi. Number 9, James Lima. Number 10, Ronaldo Homensky. Number 11, Damola Akani. Number 18, Malcolm Shaw. Number 20, Romero Nicolazzo. Number 21, Justin Lima. And number 27, the captain, Jared Aguimang. I had the pleasure of playing Aurora League 1 with the St. Catharines captain. Glad to see he's still playing. Here come Woodbridge now in. A chance for Cotterell. Cotterell just couldn't get it past Misklotzi. You're watching live on YouTube, courtesy of Spideo. Woodbridge Strikers Match Day Live. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge. 2 minutes in, it's scoreless between Woodbridge and St. Catharines. It's a pleasure in bringing you this one. St. Catharines come into this one with 16 matches played, 6-3-7, 8th place of 12, 22 points. Meanwhile, Woodbridge come into this one 15 games played, or 16, 10, 3-2 in first place of the OPL1 men's table. The smoke bombs, the megaphone, and the drums are in full effect for St. Catharines Roma. Here come St. Catharines now. It's a good ball. And a chance for Lima to come in. That's Akani, I should say. Akani centering. Clark's there. Pushes, but the rebound comes. And it comes wide of the mark. A big chance for St. Catharines Roma. Back-to-back opportunities, and Clark has to be active. Pretty full crowd here on a Sunday evening. That goes right into Misklotzi. No Gianluca Condello, Justin Chiquilo, Carmen Fiore, Luca Pinto, and Alexander Santillan, 5 starters for Woodbridge tonight. But now Spitzieri steals it to Cotterell. Cotterell cuts in, lays it off for Croco on the left foot. Croco! And he doesn't get a full compliment, was half blocked as well. And a chance for Woodbridge, their best so far in the first 5 minutes of the match, from Michael Croco. That goes out of play. Woodbridge throwing. Long ball. There's Morano. Morano! He couldn't get onto it either as Misklotzi comes out to claim. Here comes Roma. Hakeem with the intervention there. First touch. Plays it forward. Tries to lay it off. Couldn't find Spitzieri. Now it's played long. Cochran's got to deal with it. He'll do on the second chance, and there's Nechiporak. Nechiporak, Hakeem, Spitzieri. Spitzieri doesn't really have many options. He's got to come back near side, and he does well to spin off a man. Morano's now peeling out, and Anthony Morano cuts in. Morano tries to find room. He gets slide tackled there from the oncoming James Lima, and that goes out into touch for a Woodbridge corner kick. Crowd filling up here at Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove. First set piece opportunity of the match for Woodbridge. It's going to be an outswinger from Sebastian Cochran. It's a decent one, but cleared. And a chance here. Akani has a man on the line. That's misplayed from Woodbridge. And it could be a 3v2 the other way. Coming in is Lima. Lima and a good track from Ivan Nechiporak. That's good work from the rookie. Here's Lima. Lays it off to James Lima. From Justin. Shot comes in. And Clark with a good right hand stop. Coming in from Ronaldo Homensky. The Hungarian was hungry for the first goal of the match. But Daniel Clark gets a big right palm on it and pushes it over top of the goal. Delivery coming in. It's short. Nechiporak has to push that one away and out for another corner for St. Catharines. As Roma now are continuing to press. Short taken. Woodbridge have to be switched on here in the area. It's towards the edge of the area and cleared by Morano. Another ball coming in. That's away from Hakeem. James Lima put it in. Now Croco. Croco tries to find Morano long. That's just out of the reach of Anthony Morano, though. And on to Justin Lima. Places center back partner. Shaw now trying to switch. He goes forward looking for Salako. Salako. Lima. Lima. First touch. Brings it down. Akani now leaves it off. Lima giving away to Cochran. Good step by Sebastian Cochran. Now good win by Croco. Croco, Morano loses that time. I see he didn't get the body there. And a chance here for St. Catharines to come the other way. An opportunity. Akani, but he's offside. Free kick for Woodbridge. Long ball. Morano tried to get it on the bounce. Cleared to the near side. Akani. Cochran, very good tackle. All ball from Sebastian Cochran, not to Nabil Hakim. To Ivan Nechiporak. Nechiporak. Spitziri. Spitziri. Plays that to Daniel Tariq. Tariq trying to drive. Then finds a ball to Hendricks on the far side. Hendricks delivery. Cotterill claims. He then half volleys it, and that's blocked in front. Decent opportunity there for Woodbridge. Morano looks to steal. Lima controls. Now a good 1-2 combination. Akani is in, has Agyemang in centering. Tries to find Jared Agyemang. He cuts. He tries to shoot. Now to Akani. Akani, Agyemang. And he couldn't release. The veteran captain, the Guelph University man as well. Jared Agamang always tries to score game in and game out for St. Catharines. That's a good ball in, but then cleared by Jacob Spitzieri. Cotterell looks to put the pressure in on Ethan Mishklotzi. He'll then go back to his sibling in Taylor, and he'll clear his lines. Lima plays it across, and now St. Catharines look to come out. They are controlling quite a bit of the ball here. I will say, of recent matches, Woodbridge is missing Alexander Santillian tonight, especially on this left flank. Cochrane, a little bit more of a stay-at-home, but loves to get up in the action as well. That's played across. Lima. 1-2 with Lima. St. Catharines starting well to this match. James Lima trying to center that into the edge of the area. The center of the area, I should say. And now it's pushed out far. It's a little far flank. Roma's Salako tries to turn inside. And that goes on to the touch for a Woodbridge throw. 13 minutes in, scoreless between St. Catharines and Woodbridge. You're watching live on YouTube, courtesy of Spotty Woodbridge Strikers Match Day Live. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Bridge. It's a pleasure in bringing this live play-by-play commentary. Ball was rolling, played quickly. It'll be sent backwards. Long ball. Clark is out of his area. Has to header it. Finds Agamang. Viet Lee gets a piece of Jared Agamang. I don't think it's going to be a caution. Just one of those mishap plays there. And it'll be a free kick for St. Catharines. Free kick. Clark's got to be sharp here. It's going to be an outswinger trying to come into the far post. His ball's in. Clark pushes it off the post. It's up and headed wide. Clark got down. Maybe not so comfortably for him, but listen. Ball stays out. It was a bounce just before it hits the gloves of Clark, and he has to deflect it off the post and stays out of the goal. At the end of the day, that's all you want, it not to go into the back of your net. Scoreless, 15 minutes in. Woodbridge, St. Catharines. Here's Omari Cotterell, a big catalyst to this Woodbridge attack, coming from Scrosopia of last season. Tariq headers to Spitzieri, tries to find Cotterell back on side, looking for the flick on for Morano. Lima tries to deal with it, and that goes wide for him. Lima for himself, played to himself. Hendricks now intervention to Cotterell. Good there in a triangle play. Getting out is Cotterell now. Cotterell. Omari Cotterell to Jordan Hendricks. Has a chance for delivery. He'll cut inside instead. Hendricks tries to release, and he did too much and lost it. That's where the play has to be sent inside. As soon as you cut inside, here is Hendricks from Tariq, and Hendricks gives it away. Jordan Hendricks, young kid, good player, York University man. Not all comfortable, though, in a starting 11 spot, but he's going to have to do so with Alexander Santillan out. Five matches left for the season for Woodbridge. Can they repeat as champions is the question. They are in the Cup final on Wednesday, August 19th at Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium against Masters FA of the OPL2 Second Division. Kroko tries to win it. Back the other way, but here's Hakeem with the intervention. Cochran, Kroko. Nechiporak. Viet Lee, he gives it away. Miscommunication, chance the other way. Elijah Viet Lee with a good intervention on Jared Agamang. Tariq with the intervention. He finds Kroko. Chance for the counterattack here. Cotterell is going. Kroko finds Cotterell. Cochran's going to come up in the near flank. Here's Omari Cotterell, though, cutting in on the left boot. Can he have a release? Cotterell! The shot is blocked and right into Taylor Misklotzy. Ball played on the near flank. Now long, Akani. Or it's Lima, looking for Akani. Cochran looking for an intervention. That's good work from Sebastian Cochran. Tries to get it away from a man. Has Morano going. Morano is trying to get onto it. The flag stays down. And it goes long. Hakeem. Elijah Viet Lee to Nabil Hakeem. Here's Sebastian Cochran. Kroko. Pushed off the ball, now finds Cochran. To Ivan Nechiporak, now to Cochran. Backwards to Nabil Hakeem as Woodbridge just maintained possession here. Here's Elijah Viet Lee. Got the scoring story for Woodbridge in their last match, winning 3-1 over Sigma. Good ball. Long. Tariq to Cotterell. Cotterell holds the line, now tries to go down the byline. Woodbridge have to try not to foul after trying to winning it back. And St. Catharines get out pretty neatly. Good intervention, though, from Hendricks, trying to win it back. It's taken by Roma, and here they come, back the other way. And then Michael Kroko steals it away from Shaw. Then Kroko gives it away. Good spin from Jordan Hendricks, away from Nicolazzo. And now it's Hendricks onto it, back to Elijah Viet Lee. About 20 minutes in. Scoreless. Woodbridge, St. Catharines. Long ball. Wind holding it up. Morano gets a flick on, though. And cleared up into the air. And the goalkeeper, Misklotzy, will snag it out of the air. Morano looking for it. Off of Lima. Excuse me, off of Morano. Lima will take the throw for St. Catharines. Nechiporak stealing it right off the throw in, but then he was loose. And he gave it away, but then so does Roma. Here's Spitzeri cutting, they're shooting! And it's off the post, I think, and wide. Jacob Spitzeri, a big chance, as he should have struck gold for Woodbridge there. A massive opportunity there for the Strikers. As Jacob Spitzeri had a chance to break the ice in the 20th minute. Headered one. St. Catharines now look to come back the other way. Offside, and Clark still comes out and makes the stop. Cochran. Hakeem. Hakeem goes long. Or I should say far side now to Daniel Tariq. Tariq back to Viet Lee. It's a good game so far. Both teams trying to break the ice here. Nabil Hakeem. To Sebastian Cochran. Has Spitzeri going line. Will find Spitzeri line. Stays on side in the process. Spitzeri cuts it back. Spitzeri. Hakeem. Nabil Hakeem. Now to Daniel Tariq. Tariq trying to find Kroko in the channel. Kroko goes outside to Hendricks. Hendricks first time across. It's a cutback from Moreno shooting. And into the hands of Mesclotzy. That's good though from Woodbridge. Viet Lee. Here's Viet Lee now to Nabil Hakeem, 22 minutes in. Scoreless, Roma and Strikers. Here's Morano. Morano behind Kroko. That goes out for a goal kick. Here's Spitzeri in the channel, finds Morano. Morano has two coming near flank. He'll find Kroko. Kroko sidesteps a man. Kroko cutting. Kroko now shooting, and it's over top of the goal. Decision making in the final third. Needs to be a little bit more sharper for Woodbridge, but they're right there looking to break the ice in this one. Cochran and Spitzeri were coming up in the action as well. Just that final ball across. Long ball going. Off the goal kick from Taylor Mesclotzy. Spitzeri looking for it. Woodbridge are getting into this game a little bit more freely now. Hendricks comes back. He pushes it to Clark. And Daniel Clark will look to reset things. He goes long instead, looks for Cotterill, but that's headed away and out into touch for a Woodbridge throw. Headed backwards. And now St. Catharines clear their lines. Tariq looking for the intervention. Egemeng gets it back. Jared Egemeng then gives it away to Tariq. Then off of the captain of Roma. And Nechiporak goes forward to Spitzeri. Spitzeri need that one to Kroko. Chance for the front four to go to work here again for Woodbridge. Spitzeri spins off his man neatly. Then cuts back. Has Cochran coming near side. Will lay it off to the far side of Hendricks. Jordan Hendricks. If he tries to find Cochran, he might be able to connect. He'll go low to Kroko. Croco delivery, Morano scores! It's 1-0 Woodbridge. Mamma mia, colpo di testa in the back of the net.
Feel the fight, everybody come alive.
Woodbridge strikers goal! Scored in the 27th minute by number 10, Anthony Morano!
So it's Anthony Morano, one of the top goal scorers in the OPL1 men's division. Strikes with a beautiful header on a delivery from Hendricks. And it's 1-0 Woodbridge in the 27th minute. Free kick now for Roma. About, I would say, 28, 30 yards out. Anthony Morano's 11th goal leads the OPL1 men's division. Orlendis Benitez Hernandez of IFC trailing with 10. Here is now a free kick for St. Catharines, looking to equalize with an immediate response. It's a good one in, but Daniel Clark was always seeing it clearly. Long ball to Morano from Clark. Here's Anthony Morano trying to get a counter going. Morano, Croco tries to thread it through, couldn't, but now Hendricks goes with an aerial. Cotterell headers it down, looking for Croco shoots on the half volley. Cotterell scores! Half volley magic! Omari Cotterell and Woodbridge are up 2-0.
Woodbridge strikers goal! Scored in the 28th minute by number 19, Omari Cotterell!
Morano, 26th minute. Cotterell, 28th minute. And the two top leading goal scorers for this team this season, Morano with 11, Cotterell with 7. In the top 5, both of scoring the OPL1 men's division. Morano leads the league. And just like that, Woodbridge are up 2-0 over St. Catharines Roma. When they score one, look out. They keep on coming. That should be a foul on St. Catharines, not called there as Croco gets nailed from behind. And now Spitzieri looking for it. Hendricks is there. Roma now trying to press. That's good work from Cotterell, and he gets called on the foul. Woodbridge with this result. It's an early result, but are 4 points clear of first. Scrosapi play IFC tonight. So Woodbridge's best friends need to be North Toronto against Vaughan and IFC against Scrosapi. Or will the top three just keep on winning and battle it out at the end of the season? That headered and right on Clark. Long ball again. Clark looking for Cotterell. And Mishklatchy with a little Cobra Kai kick out of the stadium. "32 minutes in, 2-0 Woodbridge. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Bridge. For the 5th year in a row now, bringing you live play-by-play commentary. Live on YouTube, courtesy of Spidio. Woodbridge Strikers match day live for the OPL1 men and women's sides here at Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove. 2-0 Woodbridge over St. Catharines Roma, the OPL1 men's division. Here they come again. Hendricks to Cotterell. Cotterell looking to drop it off for Croco. That was a little bit behind him. Croco plays it quickly. Hendricks. Croco. Michael Croco cutting. Looking for an option to play it off. Now finds Ivan Nechiporak, who then finds Nabil Hakim. Nechiporak has been a big piece in this center mid for Woodbridge. Here's Morano claiming a hand. Not letting that cross go into the area. Nechiporak's there trying to get it away from the Roma midfielder, and he does well. Between him and Hendricks, I don't know, the ball was there. And the Woodbridge bench all goes irate. Woodbridge player down on the turf now in Croco. He gets up as now we got the yellow flare bomb going from St. Catharines. Here's Woodbridge now, Cotterell looking to thread it through, couldn't connect. Agamang offside. Play will continue though as it goes right onto Daniel Clark. Hakim to Viet Lee. 35 minutes in, Woodbridge up by 2. Here's Morano, good turn. Anthony Morano now driving. Left foot shot comes in and goes wide. Has a knack for the goal, does Anthony Morano. Can't give him much space. He will accelerate and go. Long ball. Viet Lee clears. Here's Nechiporuk. Ivan Nechiporuk to Jordan Hendricks. That's out of the reach of Hendricks, though. As a little bit of a missed pass there from Ivan. Akani finds Salako. Roma trying to press now. Woodbridge have got to them though early. Sweet trying to get it loose. Malcolm Shaw, the Trinidad and Tobago national, goes away with it. Sweet battling. And he does well. For a get it out though, it will be a Woodbridge, St. Catharines throw. Cotterill goes long. What a pass to Morano. 1v2. Morano is in. Can he cut and get a shot? He doesn't, but he gets the shot in with the left foot. Scores! Mamma mia, it's brilliant. It's the Anthony Morano show. It's his world, and we're just living in it.
Woodbridge Strikers goal! Score on the 38th minute. He's second of the match by number 10, Anthony Morano!
Spitzeri to try to get Cotterill. And it's Anthony Morano's left foot. It's his world, and we're just living in it. His second of the match. It's 3-0 Woodbridge, and it's Morano's 12th of the OPL1 campaign in 2026. 3-0, 40 minutes in, and Woodbridge are piling it on at home. Cotterill looking inside, finds Hendricks. Here's Jordan Hendricks now to Anthony Morano for his hat trick. Morano shoots, and a save by Mishklotzi and a big right foot stop. Good save from the Roma goalkeeper. Here is Daniel Tariq. I will say the Roma defenders are letting the keeper out to dry so far tonight. Not much the St. Catharines goalkeeper can do on all three of these goals for Woodbridge. Comes inside Morano, backwards to Nabil Hakim. Hakim to Spitzeri. Spitzeri to Tariq. Tariq down in the final third. And Hendricks just couldn't battle that one away from a man. And he gets called on the foul. Morano 2, Cotterell 1. The key catalyst for Woodbridge this season. Make an impact early in this first half. Good step from Viet Lee. Good job from Eli there, and Morano from Cochrane. Anthony Morano cutting. He goes outside now on the far flank, looking for Hendricks. Hendricks cuts in. Hendricks looks to shoot. That's blocked. Now Cochrane has a chance. Sebastian Cochrane shooting. Good save from Taylor Misklotzy. Corner kick now. Left foot in swinger, and it goes right into the keeper's hands, Misklotzy. That looks like he's offside. The official's going to say play on. Here comes Akani shooting, and it's Daniel Clark. Right on the chest, makes himself big. Easily, in my opinion, was offside, though. Assistant referee lets it go. And Daniel Clark, mamma mia, good stop for the goalkeeper. Comes out right on the chest. Long throw taken inside here. Viet Lee's got to clear. And that's a foul on Roma. (3-0) Woodbridge. A big save from Daniel Clark. And the strikers showing their dominance at the top of the table. Here comes Roma now, trying to get something late in this half. Long ball, Eggman can't get to it. It's out of his reach. And Daniel Clark will pick it up. Long ball, Cotterell looking for the flick onto Morano. And Roma clear. It's all Woodbridge in this one. 3-0 for the strikers. Showing dominance at the top of the table against the lower seeded St. Catharines Roma side. The fourth officials indicate that there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time. 2 minutes of added here in Woodbridge. Tariq. Goes long looking for Cochran. Good defensive intervention that time. And a good defensive intervention. Daniel Clark goes long with it. 30 seconds left of the half. And Woodbridge are comfortably in the lead, up by 3. Homensky gives it away to Hakeem. One last break maybe for Woodbridge forward in this half. It's Morano. Morano trying to find Cotterell and just out of the reach in his path. Hakeem gets it away from him. Hendricks looks for the intervention instead, and a chance maybe for Roma to close out the half here. This half is over, but the official's going to continue playing, and we're past the 2 minutes. Ball's at midway. Lima. St. Catharines getting a favorable last attack forward. The ball is in. Clark has to come claim and deal with it, and he does. And I know it's favorable because the official just called it at 47-25. Welcome back, everybody, to Punch Stadium at Vaughan Grove in Woodbridge, Ontario, for this Ontario Premier League 1 men's match between St. Catharines Roma and your Woodbridge Strikers. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Bridge, bringing us live play-by-play commentary live on YouTube, courtesy of Spidey. Woodbridge up 3-0. They look to maybe even get some more here early in this second half. The visitors of St. Catharines making some noise, bringing the flares, but right now not producing the quality on the pitch. It's all Woodbridge as we begin the second half, and it's a pleasure in bringing you the call. Here's Jordan Hendricks. Hendricks drives. Hendricks centering. That's off a leg. Falls possibly to Nechiporak to half volley. Oh, he got quite a bit of that as Ivan Nechiporak almost had a magical crack at the goal.
Double substitution in the 46th minute for St. Catharines Roma. Entering the match, number 24, Dominic Moradin. Exiting the match, number 20, Romero Nicolazzo. Entering the match, number 19, Antonio Agofsky. Exiting the match, number 10, Ronaldo Homensky.
So Morandin and Agofsky in for Nicolazzo and Homensky. Nechiporak looking to get it. That's out for a Roma throw. Nechiporak takes his man down in Salako. Looks like there could be some rain entering the Woodbridge area. It's getting dark. How long can it hold off? Here's Nechiporak. Long for Omari Cotterell. Headed away by Ethan Misklotzy. Hendricks, good intervention. Poor ball that time from the substitute, Morandin. Here's Clark. He goes long, looking for Cochran. That's taken away. And Roma looking to have a cross in. That's not good enough, and off a Woodbridge man. And out of play. Here's St. Catharines now as the rain is slowly going to start to come in to this match. Delivery. Now to the edge of the area. Roma strike. And it's wayward from Tommy Salako. Here's Hendricks to Omari Cotterell. Cotterell spins off a man, tries to find Hendricks though. Long ball, here's Elijah Vietli. Good tip there, and here's Spitzeri. Tries to nutmeg his man, but that's out of the touch off of Akani for a Woodbridge throw. Nechiporak. Cochran. Here comes Roma now on a breakaway. Shot coming in. Clark plays it out. A chip was coming from Antonio Agofsky, but Agofsky played into the hand of Clark there. Clark was never going to come for it. That was out of his reach, but he tricked him. Tried to chip him, and it didn't work. Here's Hendricks. Jordan Hendricks driving. Has a man to his left and his right. He finds the right side for Omari Cotterell. Cotterell cutting. Cotterell has a chance. Lays it off to Morano. Morano, what a turn! Oh, that was almost brilliant from Anthony Morano. That's a slide tackle from Lima into touch for a Woodbridge corner. As Morano almost made the back line look silly of Roma. Delivery coming in. Misklotzy, the header away. Excuse me, the punch away as the header was trying to come in there for Woodbridge. And here come Roma. Mishlotsky lays it off. Looks. Lima. Lima now to the substitute. Moradin. And Roma just possessing. They have to try to find their captain, Jared Agyemang. He knows how to finish if you give him the opportunity, but the service has been subpar to him tonight. Here is Ethan Mishklotsi. Mishklotsi. 1-2 is Salako. Mishklotsi, Salako. Cotterell on him. Nechiporak gets it away from him, and Tariq now finds Spitzeri. Jacob Spitzeri, long ball. Anthony Morano's onside. Morano on the breakaway. Morano for his hat trick, and he couldn't settle it down. As the center back comes and just pokes it away from Morano's boots, or else that probably was going to be a third for the striker. Tariq. Nechiporak. Loose there. And controlled by Shaw. Shaw goes backwards. And the visitors look to possess. Hendricks. That's out off of St. Catharines, and Hendricks wins the throw. It's good work from Jordan Hendricks. He's coming to this game nicely. Morano. Hendricks. Hendricks back to Elijah Vietli. What a story Eli has been as the last couple of years. Vietli to Cotterell. Cotterell inside. He'll go along to Sebastian Cochran. Has to come in for it. Cochran couldn't connect with Kroko. Nechiporak backwards. That's loose that time. And it's Jared Agyemang. Here is Jared Agyemang. Lays it back and then turned over and cleared. To Omari Cotterell. Cotterell, Morano's offside. Now he comes back on. Cotterell loses it. But then it's very poor from James Lima, who kicks that one out of play. Not good enough from Roma. 57 minutes in, 3-0 Woodbridge. They are in the driver's seat tonight, and they are in the driver's seat at the top of the OPL1 table thus far. Out-of-town scores in the OPL1 men's division today. On Sunday, July 26th, Sigma defeated Sudbury earlier today, 2-1. Scorsapia and International IFC 8:30 kickoff, which is in about 15 minutes or so. And North Toronto and Vaughan right now are tied at 1 apiece. Looks like Vaughan got the scoring started in the 35th minute. Then at 39th minute, former Woodbridge player Aiden Hugo with the equalizer for North Toronto. I'll tell you right now, Woodbridge need Hugo and company in a big way tonight to hopefully get a result against Vaughan. A draw or a win would be crucial for Woodbridge and their title hopes if the Nitros can get it done. Cochran delivery. Cochran, Morano! And Morano's offside. Here is St. Catharines now controlling the ball, possessing it, trying to make something happen here. 59 minutes in, you're watching Woodbridge Strikers Matchday live on YouTube, courtesy of Spidey. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge, and it's a pleasure in bringing the call. 3-0 Woodbridge as we approach the 60th in OPL1 men's action. Here's Kroko now from Spitzieri. Kroko, will he look to release? He does to Mari Cotterell. Cotterell has an overlap of Hendricks. Cotterell now finds Jordan Hendricks. Hendricks looks to center. The York U product does Morano! And it's saying, the lines are saying offside. I guess it goes over top of the goal anyways and out of play for a goal kick for St. Catharines. The rain's starting to come down here in the bridge at Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove. Hopefully it doesn't downpour. We need to at least get to 70% of the match, which that's 60%, 60th minute, which I guess we're at right now. So we should be in the clear. Nice all day and rain in the nighttime. Wouldn't be any other way in the GTA. It's just a little water, no problem. Ball stolen. Morano. Long ball to Omari Cotterell. It's brilliant from the two strikers. Can they combine once again here? Here's Cotterell cutting. Cotterell, step over. Lays it. Morano, top of the area. Morano! Oh, it's a cracker, and it just goes over top of the bar. A good 1-2. It's always Cotterell and Morano linking up in the final third for Woodbridge this season. And almost struck gold once again for the leading goal scorer in the OPL1 men's division, Anthony Morano. Morano's got 12. Cotterell's got 7. Here is Cotterell pressing again. He's been terrific tonight with Morano up top. Daniel Tariq now. Tariq, look how calm that is. It's absolutely brilliant from Tariq. Patient, calm, and off you go, getting a foul from Akani. Again, comes Woodbridge. Good ball to Cochran through the channel. Cochran has to play it one time. It's on the ground, looking for Cotterell, but cleared into touch for a corner kick for Woodbridge. Delivery coming from Sebastian Cochran now. It's an outswinger cleared by the head of Salako. St. Catharines look to come the other way. They do. Counterattack could be on. This could be a big chance for the Roma, but it's not a good pass from Lima. And Spitzieri cuts it off. Spitzieri now Cochran. Woodbridge look to come the other way. Cochran, that's too much for Morano. He can't get to that one. The Roma faithful quiet now, just momentarily. Woodbridge up by 3. Woodbridge Strikers Matchday live on YouTube. It's a pleasure in bringing you the call here tonight. Once again, in the bridge. Kroko steals it off a slip. Kroko now, and Netchaporic tries to feed it through the channel. Couldn't. But it's Nabil Hakim who gets it back. Hakim to Morano. What can he create? Morano cutting. Morano trying to lay it off for Cotterell. Blocked and now finds Kroko. Almost again the link-up play. Here's Michael Kroko to Nabil Hakim. Hakim, the last 2 seasons for Woodbridge, has been so good, so reliable. It's good to see with the like of Fiore and Condello out. 1-2 combination. Spitzieri gets chopped there on the Achilles, and a foul called against Roma. Just think how well Woodbridge is playing with the players they have out. 5 starters. Gianluca Condello, Luca Pinto, Justin Chiquilo, Alexander Santillan, and Carmen Fiore. 2 of the back line. A winger. 3 of the back line, I should say, with Pinto as well now. And it's impressive. It's impressive what Woodbridge has been doing the last 2 seasons, but really the last 3-4 seasons, gathering the talent, gathering the youth, and then obviously getting some players from outside as well to, like an Amari Cotterell, to really, solidify. Darius Cooper-Kerr as well was supposed to be signed. He had a big injury at the beginning of the campaign, and he's not even with Woodbridge this season. So just imagine if everyone was healthy, what this team really could have been doing if they already have had those guys in. Delivery coming, and the goalkeeper comes out to claim.
Substitution in the 65th minute for St. Catharines Roma. Entering the match number 7, Mason Petrucci. Exiting the match number 11, Damola Akani.
Woodbridge up by 3. 66 minutes in. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day live on YouTube, courtesy of Spotty. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Bridge. It's a pleasure in bringing the call for this live commentary. Woodbridge showing their dominance at the top of the table of the OPL1 right now as they look to go back-to-back, also in a cup final. So it really could be something special in the Bridge this season, but they have to keep the grind going, game in and game out. Here's Jordan Hendricks. That's off the boots of Ethan Misklotzi into touch, and a throw-in for the Strikers. More substitutions coming up, and it will be Roma who will do them. I mean, Woodbridge don't have to change too much here. Obviously, you want to keep the boys fresh. They do have a midweek game, does Woodbridge, in Burlington, a rescheduled game. Well, against Burlington, but it's actually in Hamilton at McMaster University Stadium, Ron Joyce Stadium. 7 p.m. on Wednesday, July 29th. So this Wednesday, they have another match. And then it'll just be 4 remaining after that for Woodbridge. And if they get this one, get Burlington on Wednesday, with outsider results, if Vaughn and Scosopi falter today, Woodbridge could really be in the driver's seat. But lots of football to go. Woodbridge make a change. Croco out for Panetta.
Substitution in the 67th minute for the Woodbridge Strikers. Entering the match number 20, Francesco Panetta. Exiting the match number 8, Michael Croco.
So Panetta in for Croco in the 67th minute. And Woodbridge look to hang on here in a rainy Vaughan Grove now. Nechiporak pushed off the ball. The captain now is Shaw, and he'll have it. Substitution in the 68th minute for St. Catharines Roma. Entering the match number 6, Achu Siva. Exiting the match number 27, Jared Agamang. The captain is out. They got to change something up. I'll be honest, it's not captain's fault tonight. Just no service for Jared up top. And trust me, I've played with him in this league before, and he knows how to finish it. Tonight, though, he got nothing. Here's Morano. It's coming down now quite a bit here in Woodbridge. Here's Morano now. Has Panetta. Panetta has the ball outstretched to Hendricks. Jordan Hendricks is in, looking to create. Hendricks now driving, cutting, slipping on the turf. as he looks to win it back, the York U product. And that goes out for Tariq, who will come back onto it. Daniel Tariq. He finds Spitziri. Spitziri, what can he create? To Panetta. Panetta. Hendricks. Nechiporak. Hendricks. As they combine, it's good to see people still in the stands. They got the umbrellas out. That's coming down here at Vaughan Grove. Here's Nechiporak. That's a beautiful touch. Morano. Panetta. Is he going to crack one? Panetta! And Francesco Panetta, you gotta like it from the rookie. Not many games in this league, and you gotta like the confidence from the 20-year-old. Here's Jordan Hendricks. Out into touch, and it's a Woodbridge throw. 70 minutes in. Woodbridge up by 3. The rain coming down here at Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove. Hopefully it eases up. Out-of-town scores in the OPL1 men's division. Today, Sunday, July 26th. Sigma up 2-1. They defeated Sudbury today, and 1-1 North Toronto and Vaughan at halftime. We have a bit of a delay in the action here. Momentarily. I don't really know why. Oh, an injury from Hendricks, So Jordan Hendricks injured, and it looks like there'll be a forced substitution. Hopefully that's not a big one, because Woodbridge already out a few wingers in Pinto and in Santillan. Here's Morano. Morano trying to cut in. Still has it in the area to Panetta. Double team there in the far corner. And he loses it. Substitution in the 71st minute for the Woodbridge Strikers. Entering the match number 25, Noah Giramonte. Exiting the match number 23, Jordan Hendricks. Hendricks out, Giramonte in. Woodbridge are filled with youth on the bench tonight. With a lot of the injuries, but listen, they're stepping up. And they're impactful. Here's Spitziri. He's been a huge welcome back addition as he went to Simcoe County Rovers last season, as did Sebastian Cochran, Keegan Wilson as well. But all three of them found their way back home, didn't they? They missed the championship last year. They want to get theirs this year. But lots of football still. The season is far from over. The top 3 at the top of the table is very tight. And it's anyone's game. And it's anyone's season. Nechiporak leaves it for Hakeem. Now you got to let the ball do the work on this type of wet turf and surface. As we are in the 73rd minute. 16 plus added time. Here's Nechiporak. Fantastic turn. Wants to find the winger is Giramonte. An errant pass from the rookie. Tariq left it, or also would have been a handball. And now it's the substitute, Siva. Siva drops it off to another substitute, Petrucci. Petrucci centering. The captain Shaw puts it aside. And a great tackle. Coming back, Sebastian Cochran. The official saying corner kick. Well, that's a good defensive intervention from Woodbridge. In swinging delivery, Clark comes to punch, but it's a foul on Roma, taking down Elijah Vietli as they were heading up together, trying to clear. Looks like the rain is slowly starting to ease. Hopefully it stays that way or goes away in general. Long ball. It finds Morano. Oh, it just missed bringing it down. Spitzeri looking for Morano. Loose ball forward. Morano falls down. Hopefully he's okay. Shaw. Nechiporuk looks to get it back. No advantage there and a foul on Woodbridge. Taking down the substitute, Mason Petrucci. Shaw looking for it. Spitzeri takes it away. Morano's onside. He was on his own half, but couldn't connect with Spitzeri that time. Loose ball. Spitzeri wanted it, but last second there, the challenge was imported from Dominic Morandin. And now Roma possess. 76 minutes in. 3-0 Woodbridge. Long ball coming. And a foul on Petrucci. Substitution upcoming. Looks like a triple change for Woodbridge and a singular change for St. Catharines. Looks like Morano and Cotterell are both exiting the match, the striker partnership. Trying to keep them fresh. Up 3-0. They have a game on Wednesday in Burlington. And Ronaldo Marshall, the veteran, enters. Along with a rookie there in the middle of the park. And Nechiporuk exits as well. Substitution in the 77th minute for St. Catharines Roma. Entering the match number 29, Miguel Martin. Exiting the match number 3, Tommy Salako. Salako out, Martin in. Foul there on the substitute for Woodbridge. That's number 26, who entered for Nechiporuk, which is Christian Rotundo. So it looks like Rotundo in for Woodbridge. I think Daniel Tariq moved into the middle of the park. That's right. And I see the number 2, Luca Madden, playing left back. So, shot comes in. Clark goes down, and he'll hang on. So a bit of positional changes. Daniel Tariq in the middle for Nechiporuk there. He comes off. Rotundo in, and Madden on the left back. So the youth are getting their opportunities here tonight as substitutes. Triple substitution for the Woodbridge Strikers in the 78th minute. Entering the match, number 26, Christian Rotundo. Exiting the match, number 19, Omari Cotterell. Entering the match, number 2, Luca Madden. Exiting the match, number 27, Ivan Nechiporuk. And entering the match, number 9, Ronaldo Marshall.
Exiting the match, number 10, Anthony Morano.
Marshall, Madden, Rotundo. One vet, two rooks. Come in for Morano, Nechiporuk, and Cotterell. Good change at this time for head coach Peter Pinizzotto. With you having a game in 3 days' time, essentially. Need to keep them as fresh as possible, especially with the depth being tested here, but they are stepping up to that test and to the challenge, aren't they? It's fantastic to see what they got going on in Woodbridge. The women are getting there, they're starting over, but the men for the last few years now have been sublime and leading to potential greatness. Scorsapi are already up 1-0 over IFC. That's not great news for Woodbridge. That could be a route if Scorsapi lean up to the challenge there. We're still 1-1 though, North Toronto and Vaughan. That would be big for the Strikers if they draw. And North Toronto can get the job done there. So as it stands, it's Woodbridge 37, Scorsapi 36, Vaughan 31, Oakville 29, so on and so forth. If Vaughan draw points, that might not be good for them. Well, it definitely won't be good for them. And it'll be a two-horse race with Woodbridge and Scorsapi. Vaughan need a goal against North Toronto today to make it 2-1. But all that matters right now for us is here in the bridge. 3-0 Woodbridge. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day live on YouTube, courtesy of Spidio. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge, and the pleasure in bringing this live commentary from Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove. It's 3-0 in the 81st minute, and Woodbridge now with their 47th point. They hang on here. They will be at the top of the OPL1 table still. Also in the OPL Cup final on August 19th. Here is Panetta. Panetta driving, lays it off. Giramonti, Rotundo. Here's Giramonti on the near side. Noah Giramonti, look at the kid take his man on. Now he crosses it, cuts it back, but a good defensive intervention off the chest of Ethan Mishklotzi. And the St. Catharines Roma faithful have been mute and silent the last few minutes or so, realizing that 3 goals is probably not enough in the time that they have to come back in this one. You gotta love it. But I respect the support, that's for sure. Between them, maybe FC London, not many other, I guess Simcoe County Rovers as well, not many other people travel like that. So it's good to see Cochran in swing and delivery, and header cleared. Cochran again, he'll just try to in swing it again. That's blocked. The bounce though might favor Woodbridge. They clean it up, does Petrucci. And he gets double teamed there. Advantage played on. Siva. That's more of a foul than anything. Off of Shaw. And Rotundo gets called for the foul. Now there is the Vaughan goal, leading North Toronto 2-1. Robinson in the 52nd minute. Still a 3-horse race at the top of the OPL1 table. Delivery coming in, headered, and cleared, with Cochran helping it. I will say though, Woodbridge do not have Scorsapi and have Vaughan last game of the season. Vaughan and Scorsapi play in a couple weeks. That is a massive game in the OPL1 table. Spitzeri gets the foul. Doesn't want to play it quickly. He could have. But when you're up like this, there's no point. '84th minute. 3-0 Woodbridge. Strikers look to go long. Here's Tariq. Rotundo got that knocked off his boot there. Here's Hakeem to Christian Rotundo. Rotundo in the middle of the park. Lays it off for Sebastian Cochran. Cochran looking forward. Trying to create. Foul called on Woodbridge's Elijah Vietley. And a free kick for Roma. Loose ball. Rotundo finds Ronaldo Marshall. Can he get on the board here? Marshall tries to drive and pushes it away. Couldn't come onto it. 5 minutes remain plus added time. Loose ball again from Roma. Here's Spitzeri now onto it. Spitzeri, look at that turn. It's brilliant. Jacob Spitzeri to Christian Rotundo. Rotundo tries to thread to Panetta. Panetta off to Spitzeri, but that's a foul on Panetta. And a free kick for Woodbridge. Substitution coming up now for St. Catharines. Safe to say, Azil is in for St. Catharines. The number 30th, Azil Jivraj.
St. Catharines Roma substitution, the 86th minute. Entering the match number 30, Azil Jivraj. Exiting the match number 9, James Lima.
So Jivraj in for Lima. St. Catharines, one of the last opportunities here to get towards the goal, and that's out of play for a Woodbridge throw. Three minutes remain in this one. As mentioned, Woodbridge have 5 more games in the regular season. Burlington, Simcoe, Unionville, Sudbury, Vaughan. Before the last one against Vaughan, it's the Cup final against Masters. If I were a betting man, I would think head coach Peter Pinizzotto wants the season wrapped up before the Cup final so they know they can maybe even possibly have 2. But right now, it's not looking that way. It might go right to the last match day. And wouldn't that be something if so? It went to the second last match day last season. Actually ended up being the last because FC London's game got postponed, and then we had to go back up there to win it 3-0 to clinch the title. Can it happen again? The month of August, the crucial month of the campaign, upcoming after Wednesday for Woodbridge. That's a bad challenge. The official has not given a caution yet tonight. That could be either good or either bad. That arguably should be a card, but he probably doesn't want to give one now. And this official, Ryan Schwegner, the decision maker tonight. That ball's switched there. Let's see how much added time will be coming up. I don't see any added time being raised. There might not be any. That's impossible. I didn't see the board go up. Foul called on St. Catharines. Oh, foul called on, yeah, St. Catharines. Woodbridge free kick. Or St. Catharines free kick, excuse me. I have no idea the out of time. I didn't see the board go up. There is no added time, that's why. And this match is over. Woodbridge win it 3-0 and stay at the top of the table.